All we see online are talking about results. I got this amount of revenue. I have this many clients. I have this video that went viral. I have this many subscribers. What's not talked about is the fact that those results just didn't come out of nowhere. No matter how much you might want to believe that the algorithm just picked you or that manifestation got you to that mythical money number. What really happens is that we've been putting in effort along the way in order to get those business results. But we don't have a great way to measure how we are building our businesses. We just focus on the end result. So in today's video, we're going to break down how to think about measuring progress in your business, because it's the activities that you do in advance that lead to those results. And it may take some time of putting in work before you get to that ultimate fruits of your labor. So we're going to give you a framework to think about how to track and measure progress in your business to keep you motivated and keep you focused on what's going to make you the ultimate fruits of your labor. Let's dive in. Business, we almost always hear people talking about the results. We hear people talking about revenue, about clients, about sponsorship money, but what we don't talk enough about is the things we had to do in order to get to that revenue. We're going to break down the 4 things you want to be tracking in your business in order to really see how your business is progressing, show that the efforts that you're putting in will lead to results. And we're going to use the analogy of a tree. The ultimate measures of our business health is the fruits of our labor. So the fruits of our labor can look like revenue. It can look like clients. It can look like profit, because let's remember, revenue does not equal profit. It can look like measuring the satisfaction that you have in your business. So this is what we consider as the fruits of our labor. But those fruits just didn't come from anywhere. Those fruits came from a sprout. We had to see that some of the initial work we were doing was sprouting and giving us some early signals that what we're doing is having traction. So the sprouts in our business can look like those, again, early indicators of signal rather than noise. This can look like proposals and inquiries. Even if those don't ultimately turn into clients, you know that something you're doing is working because you're getting those inquiries. You're sending out those proposals. Sure, you're going to want to tweak those if those aren't turning into clients, but that's a sign that something is working. Email subscribers, social media subscribers. Again, that is a sign that you are doing something that's working. People want to read from you. They want to hear from you. That may not turn into clients yet, but it's a sign of signal. People are interested in leaning in to hear your message. We have earned visibility spots, being chosen to guest on a podcast, being selected to be a keynote speaker at a conference, being chosen to do some collaborations with some industry partners. So these are the sprouts. Those are the early indicators that your message and the work you're doing is resonating and people want to sit by that fire. But you don't just get those collaboration opportunities. You don't just get those visibility opportunities. You don't just get those social media subscribers by just, sitting around and waiting for them to come to you and just like manifesting them. They come through planting seeds. So seeds could be building relationships. So doing connection calls, doing outreaches. I always tell my clients that the number one indicator of the clients you'll have 3 months from now is the number of conversations you're having today. Building relationships, planting those seeds is how you get those podcast opportunities. It's how you get those collaboration opportunities. It's how you exchange audiences with peers and become known in the industry is by having relationships. And those all start from planting seeds. This could be the number of emails that you send out, because I guarantee you, if you are not sending out emails, if you are not communicating with your audience, no one's going to sign up to listen to you, and certainly no one's going to buy from you because they don't hear from you. Sending a newsletter out regularly is like planting a seed. Filming these YouTube videos. Again, your YouTube channel probably won't grow if there's no videos that are on your channel. These are the seeds we are planting. We are making connections. We are building relationships. We are putting out content. We are nurturing our audience through outbound effort. Those seeds will take time to turn into sprouts. And those sprouts may take some time to turn into mature fruits. But we can see the direct correlation from connection activity, marketing and sales activity, building relationships, to ultimately having clients, having referral partners, making money. which I think is the goal of business. And the way that we make seed planting, sprout tending, and harvesting fruits easier is by strengthening our business roots. In this case, it's doing projects and tending to our business in a way that makes doing all those activities easier by building and running systems. Building your business roots could be setting up a CRM system so that you can actually keep track of who you're contacting and you know when to follow up with them without having to always remember. That makes seed planting with connections a lot easier. It could be setting up a content database or streamlining your production process or hiring someone to help with your YouTube editing in order to make getting YouTube videos out the door easier and more consistent. It could be setting up your accounting books and doing them on a regular basis and changing your invoicing process so that you're actually getting paid and know how much you're getting paid with the fruits of your labor. These root building projects don't seem sexy on the surface. They don't seem like they're going to make you money right away, but what they're doing is making the rest of your business building easier and more effective. So more of those seeds will turn into sprouts. More of those sprouts will turn into fruits of your labor. So when we're thinking about tracking our business metrics, we're not just tracking revenue. We're not just tracking new clients. They didn't come out of just nowhere. They came from proposals. Those proposals came from people hearing your message that you're regularly putting out. And all of those things happen because you have the systems in place to keep your business running and make it easier and more scalable to run over time. Now, it takes time from building roots, planting seeds, and tending sprouts to ultimately lead to clients. But if you're only focused on the outcome metrics, you are, on one hand, not seeing all the activity that you're doing that will ultimately lead to that, but you're also not tracking the efforts that if you stop doing them are going to, in 3 to 6 months, potentially lead to a reduction in your clients, reduction in your revenue, a reduction in your profit. So we can use this metaphor in order to not just see how long things take from seed to fruit, but to make sure that we are holding ourselves accountable to doing the activities that over time will lead to consistent clients, consistent revenue, consistent profit. So at the end of every month, don't just look at your revenue. Don't just look at your profit, although please do look at your revenue and profit. Don't just look at your client load, but track what kind of seeds did you plant? What kind of sprouts did you tend? What business building roots did you build? Track those in a dashboard and you'll see that you can start seeing trends over time as your efforts pay off. Let's look at the dashboard really fast. Here's an example I use with my clients. We look at fruits harvested, revenue, expenses, number of new engagements, sustainability. How sustainable is your business? We look at sprouts. And again, if you're running a service-based business, you're going to look at proposals and inquiries. If you're running more of a creator business, more of a traffic-based business, you're going to be looking at sales page visitors and email subscribers and social media followers. You might host events and you might see that number of new event attendees going up over time. And you're going to track the number of visibility moments that you earn. When we talk about seeds planting, this is again for more of a service-based business, connection calls, outreaches, visibility moments hosted, pitches for collabs, swaps, or others. And if you're a content creator as part of your business, it could be number of podcast episodes you made, number of YouTube episodes you made, amount of social media content that you placed out, number of downloads for your podcast. And roots deepened, again, these are the business building projects. Maybe you reworked an offer, created a network map, outlining who you want to be connected to, outlined your positioning, or created a prospect product or a small product. Tracking this every month, observing, what did I learn? What did I see? Is there a gap in my seed planting and sprout tending that will at some point in time lead to a reduction in fruits harvest? Or did I really turn up the effort this month in order to potentially get more revenue and more clients down the line? Tracking your metrics every month and thinking about this way is a really solid way to truly know your business metrics, how it operates, be alerted first to like what may come in the future, how to see early signs of potential warning in your business, and ultimately will help you grow more sustainable fruits over the long run. Let me know if you track your metrics. What do you see? If this framework is useful, I want to hear about how your fruits are blooming in your business.